Hi baddies, if you have come across this video, just letting you know that this is part 2 of our Love is Blind UK recap. If you have not watched part 1, I highly suggest you do watch it. We talk about Ollie, Demi, Steven, Sabrina, all the couples that basically come before Jasmine and Bobby, and we are right in the middle of our Jasmine and Bobby conversation. So other than that, enjoy. I hope you subscribe, like, and comment your thoughts on the finale of this show. And please keep in mind we are going to come back next week to talk about the reunion.
These family and culture, I feel like the only culture we really learn a lot about is Maria. Because it played such a big part of their story. But I'm like, I would love, because then I started to realize, I was like, I think Nicole's family is either from like the Caribbean or maybe West Africa. Yeah, I'm just like people's families, and Benaiah's family's German. I'm like, people are from like very multicultural like this season.
Very,
Yeah.
very true. So yeah, that's all I wish. Now, his mom's there as well, and his sister, and he thanks his mom for making him the man he is today. I'm like, why didn't we see Bobby's mom and sister meet Jasmine?
Right.
I don't know. They go where the drama is, and the drama was with her mama. Now, speaking of Jasmine and her mama, like, don't stress her out. Don't stress her out. So, Jasmine has her girls, thank God, to talk
Thank
to
God.
on this day, because she was like, yeah, I thought my mama would like switch up by the time of the wedding, but she hasn't. She thinks Bobby's more into me than I am to him.
Or no, Jasmine's more into Bobby than Bobby's into her.
Right? I couldn't even say it. I
Right.
couldn't
Because
even
your brain can't compute it because it's clearly not true.
and like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I know. It was, it was so triggering,
Yes.
like having a parent so similar to Jasmine's mom, because
Mhm.
it's like in her desire to keep Jasmine under her control, it's like
Mhm.
now you're also tearing down her self-esteem, right?
Mhm.
Because it's like you insinuating that means that like he's the prize or he's the thing in the relationship. And I'm like, clearly this man loves this woman so deeply, and you won't even allow yourself to see that, to fully affirm your daughter on what is actually her wedding day. I'm
Mhm.
like, she ends up getting married, so I'm like, lady, get over yourself.
She
Like,
had to take her last shots in just in case. Whew. So Jasmine, though, seemed very calm as she talked about this and her solo thing, and I think she just knows her mom's wrong, so therefore she's
yeah.
going to stand in her decision. Now, I also think it's kind of interesting that the dress that her mom wore was a little similar. Like, it's giving the daughter really needs to make the mom feel special on this day, feel part
Yeah.
of this day to reassure her where she fits.
Mom joked and was like, I couldn't let you outdo me. It's
Hmm.
like, this is a joke, but actually, where is it coming from?
Yeah, she got the attention that she wanted because Netflix kept cutting to her almost every other second when they were doing or saying something. It was wild. And she also
Right.
walked her down the aisle. So that's
Right.
also not surprising.
No, not at
Uh
all.
Now, Jasmine tries to get reassurance from her mom before walking down the aisle. She's just like, "Oh, I'm so nervous." Her mama said, "Of course." Then she's like, "But it's okay. This is good. This is good." As she's crying. And I know that. I know what she's doing here
Mhm.
because I have been in my head before around a similar mother, and it's like, just because I'm emotional doesn't mean I'm second guessing my decision. This is a good
Right.
decision. I'm not scared.
Right. And it's emotional because it's just a beautiful thing. Like sometimes we cry because we're so happy or so joyful.
Yes. Or we
Ugh.
also cry because we're actually are stressed because
Exactly.
of the outside voices.
Exactly. That's true. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, ooh, and then we get to the altar. I didn't write much what a bar Jasmine said, because this is, yeah, this is me. This is some healing stuff. She said, "Oh, Bobby, you showed me that love shouldn't be combative and
Mm,
kind."
mm, mm.
That's true.
It is.
That
Mm.
is true. Now, Jasmine's mom told Bobby that she loved him after they both said I do. Did you
Yeah.
catch
Yeah. But again, serving my same type of mom bullshit. It's like
that? Yeah.
you have been a demon. And you think saying a little "I love you" gonna sweep
Mhm.
up your demon activity. It's not. I'm it's not. I got my eye on you, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I've literally had to be like, "Don't tell me you love me if you go and do something shisty."
Don't
Like,
do that.
then that turned into a whole fight. So I'm just like, say it private. Say it with no one else around, and I'll believe it. But okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then I love that Jasmine's back to dark hair in the
Oh,
reunion. She has
yeah.
dark hair. And
Oh, ooh.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a color switch up for the reunion time.
She is so gorgeous.
She is. She
She's
absolutely is.
gorgeous. She was so beautiful on her wedding day. Like the flower. Oh, so her and Bobby made such a beautiful
Oh, yeah.
couple.
Shall we move on to Nicole and Benaiah?
Yes.
Now, these two air signs. This is very interesting because what they said going into this, I'm like, they had some interesting conversations and maybe some honest conversations before getting to this aisle. Now, Nicole said everything is just frills, but she's focused on marriage. This day is about marriage. And I was
Mhm.
like, sounds like someone who's been through a divorce.
Yep.
She's like, this wedding don't impress me much.
No, it's about what comes after that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and it's so weird because sometimes she sounds very realistic and with a good head on her shoulders. But later on, she says some things that I'm like, there's the romantic Delulu Libra that I was waiting for to come out. So Nicole says that there was a need of validation when she picked
Mm.
Sam, and that wasn't right. And I'm like, thank goodness you named it. Because that's what it is. And I don't need Sam to ever think he was actually in the running.
He wasn't. He was just giving her what she needed to hear, but she actually needed to hear it from Benaiah. You
Hmm.
know, she just wasn't getting that. And to his credit, he had been consistently love bombing her the entire time, telling her
Yes.
everything she wanted to hear. So, you know,
Yes, yes, yes. Ugh,
ah,
he he couldn't hold water over Nicole. He really couldn't. And I am losing it. So Benaiah, first of all, he gets a letter from his mom and sister. They can't be there because he has a family member that's sick in Germany.
mhm.
But I was like, but the letter's a sign. They're like, we know you get married today. So
Right. Yeah, we're gonna send a note to you to let you know that we love you and we're here for you.
absolutely. And Nicole, she talks to her friends. She says that she was scared because this man did mention divorce
Yeah.
during one of their conversations. And this is where I'm like, but girl, you actually been through it and you survived, right?
Right.
Like, you can't be one of those, let's never talk about divorce, and you actually been through
Been
divorce.
And she didn't even say the word at first. At first, she said the D word. I was like,
I'm
"You
like,
are divorced,
you
Nicole."
are an adult. You grown. What are we scared of? This is not Harry Potter.
Right, divorce is not the boogeyman. Like, you've been divorced before. Like,
Oh
this
my
man
god.
having a real ass conversation about a process you've actually been through,
Yeah,
Nicole.
you could tell him a little something something about divorce and get you guys right. But instead, you want to
Exactly.
be shook. So I was like, oh no, girl. Like, we got to be
But
realistic.
then her friends like, "Why would he even bring that up?" He's marrying someone who is divorced. Like,
They're all Delulu. I love the beautiful Delulu world that this Libra woman
it's
made
built.
out for herself. It's exactly what I'm doing here at Black by Reality. Just my
Oh
queer
my God.
Delulu beautiful space where we don't talk about such things as divorce. We keep it very demure, very cute,
Cutesy.
very mindful.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Now, this man, he is so gone, just far gone, and I love it for him. Now,
I'm
but
like,
I
he loves that woman. Like,
you
look at that face.
look at that face. Look at that face. Now, but I said that they left things undecided and he did see her place. Now, why did his boy play him like this? Because his boy said, "Oh, you like having somewhere to stay." He said, "I'm not homeless." If only he could put that in the earlier episodes for everyone who was dogging Benaiah since the beginning. But yeah, can you imagine while freaking Demi and Ollie haven't spoken, freaking this man is moving in to
Exactly.
another place.
Exactly.
Wild.
Just wild.
Wild. Now, Nicole's dad can't show because of her work, but her mama is there
Yeah.
and she walks her down the aisle. So another mama walking down. Now, this man, when this woman got to the end of the aisle, this man said, "Wow, wow, 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 wow."
Right.
I mean, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, body." No one said, "Yes, body." I still stand by it. She loved it though.
Goofy.
I This is probably our morning cam of
Yeah.
the first season of the UK because whew, how this almost didn't even happen.
I know.
And now we're here. Now and why I said he couldn't hold water when he was talking to his friends, he was like, "We left it undecided," but then he was like, "But I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do." And the guys are like, "Oh, you know what you're gonna do?" I was like, "Spoiler, but
Benaiah said, let's keep it honest, okay? I'm marrying that woman,
I am
period.
marrying her immediately, and I might get her pregnant immediately."
Immediately, period. Yeah. Another mom walking someone down the aisle, another mom in an outfit that I'm like, I want to know more about y'all's relationship. Because it was not
Yo,
only a very eye-catching dress, the shoes.
she said, "I like your shoes."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It was a
okay.
club outfit.
It
It was
was.
she a wild one. She
So I
wild
was
one.
like, I need to know more about Nicole's mother.
Exactly.
I need to know this
I feel
woman.
she's unique because
She
her family's pretty unique, and I love that.
Yeah. Right, I feel like I didn't learn a lot about her family throughout
Mhm,
this entire like, her relationship to them, her culture, and
mhm.
I'm like, "Okay, now I need to know more about Nicole."
Exactly,
You
exactly.
know?
So after their wedding, it was very interesting because it looks like they go into one of the intimate like dining rooms. They're
Yeah.
doing this with the
Yeah.
napkins. Now, I don't know. I'm watching this like with my anthropologist goggles on because I'm like, is this culture or is this just woo? Is it woo
Right.
girl culture or is it like culture?
Well, we did that at my friend's wedding in Portugal, so it might be a
Okay,
European thing, potentially. Yeah.
got it. Now, this woman does not know how to say her new last name.
She don't.
She said, "Say it again." How
Right,
many is that?
she's
Mm.
like, "I'll learn that eventually."
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I
I
was like,
was
"That's
like,
hilarious."
Nicole, did you not ask this man his last name before y'all got to the altar?
Yeah.
I'm like, at
And
least
also,
maybe my anxiety. I would have been practicing that.
I'm wondering if they would blend their names. I don't know, they just give that kinda couple.
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
but
they give me the type of vibe she would keep her last name and he would keep his too. Just like,
yeah,
yeah,
they just are so off the beaten path.
right.
So, they're just so in love. I can't wait. I can't wait to see them at the reunion. There's no the only drama involving this is like, of course, Nicole, because Sam comes back. And I hate this because Sam not only stresses out Nicole, honestly, though, Nicole's honestly the least stressed by Sam, which is concerning.
Right.
But Demi in the reunion trailer just yells to Sam because Sam's like, "Oh, it's fine. We just weren't meant to be." Da, da, da. Demi's like, "Sam, apologize to
Mm,
this woman."
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, "Oh God,
I need
this
to watch
man."
this trailer.
Yeah, you do. You
Mm,
do. So next, should we move on to Catherine and Freddy?
yes.
Ooh, look, we went through it with these two. Like,
We did.
ah, I, I, Freddie and Tom. First of all, let's take it all the way back to the bachelor party.
Yes.
Because Freddie and Tom were talking while all the other boys were doing whatever. And they were like, so all these other guys are like really into this? And I need someone to touch base because like we're not actually going to do this, right?
That's exactly how, like, they were like, wait, so like someone else is gonna say no, right? Like, are all of y'all, wait, like someone, like, because I think I might say, it's
And the
like,
fact that they're both also really about their money
mm-hmm,
because Tom's
mm-hmm,
like, Marina's trying to get me to pay for everything and she don't even want to work. Freddie's like, his Capricorn self like, excuse me?
right.
Oh no, my partner got to work, but also my girl is trying to go to something called Nobu. What is that?
And wants me to actively participate in her routine shopping.
And Tom and Freddie, I want to know. I really want more of their Kiki because I bet it get juicy.
Right,
Take them to a pub, buy them a
right,
few pints, and let it fly.
right.
Let it fly, because I know that they were talking. But I was like, this is so funny. Because where's Ollie?
That's true. I mean, I think Ollie was committed to the bit. He was gonna say yes. Cause I mean, why wouldn't he? He would get Demi,
Mm-hmm.
a
He would get
beautiful,
Demi.
attractive woman who is like there for him, emotionally showing up, noticing him, paying attention to him. Of course he was gonna say yes.
That's very interesting. A lot of people think he was going to say no. I don't really care. I don't. Demi got in first. That's all that
That's
matters
what
to me.
matters.
She
Right.
rejected him. I
Yeah.
don't care. And I think either way, I definitely think he leaves thinking they're going to continue a relationship. I mean, he tells
Yeah.
the whole guest, oh, this is just a diversion. And
Yeah.
she's hopeful about the relationship. So they're definitely going to try and continue this.
Right.
Um, I just feel like he probably would have wanted to do the whole not right now, but maybe later.
Right. But maybe later. Yeah. Which is, I don't feel like he was upset by her
No.
saying no. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, great. We can keep just dating. Perfect.
Yes. Thank goodness. Now, with Freddie and Catherine, Catherine previously said, we have to remember, that she would not even go if she gets the inkling that it's a no. So, what did this Capricorn do? He built the best smoke screen he can for this
Mm.
Taurus. Gave her lavish gifts like a Taurus would love with some here's some diamond earrings for that ring, girl.
And he left a sweet little note in her bag before the ear. He was like planting little seeds,
Bread, crumbs,
breadcrumbs leading her to the
crumbs.
altar.
He was like, I'm getting you to the venue.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
getting to you to the venue, making you feel secure. She actually seemed like, oh, I'm in love going to bed because she got that note. She absolutely needed that
She
assurance.
did. She
And
did.
then they end up here. Oh my goodness. So, yes, her friends, by the way, did you know Catherine was going through it because her friends were like, he wouldn't, why would he do all of this if it wasn't a yes?
Mhm.
They're looking for any little signs that they can give her to also assure Catherine.
Yeah.
And even Catherine still like, I have trauma. I'm really not trying to get my hopes up. And her friends are like, everything's fine.
I know.
She's like, I'm about to be murdered. Like,
Literally, because I'm like, "Catherine, I don't think you're in an emotional state to make such a huge commitment like marriage." Because 'cause
mhm,
I'm like, "You weren't thinking actually about this relationship. You were
mhm.
focused on this man marrying you."
She
Like,
was focused on validation.
yes.
Because the whole big thing with her is that she fears rejection. The
Right.
opposite of rejection is like acceptance or like a validation. And that's
Right.
all she wanted. I don't even know if it was specific to Freddie. And
Mm-mm.
that's I think that's what he's calling out. Like is so aware of her trauma that he's doing all of these things cuz I have to it's such a hard balance of like what he does because I can very much appreciate how much care he
Mhm.
really wanted for Catherine, but I think he still doesn't understand
Mhm.
the trauma that Catherine has because people were like laughing about it, but she names everything we said previously. She's
Yeah.
adopted. Her birth mom gave her up. There's nothing
Yeah.
that really feels
Yeah.
that nagging feeling,
Yeah.
but you can try. And for Freddie, his thing after he says no is your family loves you. Your da 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 loves you. Like reminding her
Her,
because
yeah.
he knows that that's an insecurity of hers, but it's like if she still feels like it's a no, like her instinct after the no
Yeah.
was, can I just be alone? And I feel her. I
Yeah.
know exactly what she was feeling because it feels false.
Yeah.
It's probably that that's your mind saying, I am alone. I have been
Right.
rejected. No one is really here for me. And it feels false that you're all in my face talking about you
Right.
love me and da 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 da. But this
Right.
is a pattern I'm seeing in my life.
Right.
And it's like, oh, Catherine,
Oh, baby, you need lots of support.
lots of
Mm.
support. And I hope you find a very rich man who's willing to give you the financial and emotional support that you want.
There we go, because that's what you need. I'm like, honestly, Catherine needs to be in her sugar baby bag right now, like not getting too attached, emotionally attached to a man, running his credit card bill up,
Mm-hmm.
spending some of it on therapy, and
Mm-hmm.
like rebuilding her relationship to herself
Mm-hmm.
because she didn't hear nothing Freddie said to her after he said, I do not. Not a
Nah.
single thing.
Nah.
You know,
It's
she
not
was
the
ready to
time.
go.
It's not the time. Like she was in shock. She was
Yeah.
literally in shock, and you can see it. And she's just trying to hold it together until she's finally alone.
Yeah.
Um, and that's why she's asking for space. Now, oh, and then before this though, Freddie's sister. Ooh, Freddie's sister had a mission and she made sure she executed that shit and she did.
Yeah.
She did that.
She that was a good one.
That was a good one because
That's
I
that's what
can't hate
Jasmine's
her.
mom thought she was doing.
Exactly, exactly. Her and Jasmine mama can have some tea time and, like, talk about some things. Alright, so now she's just like, "You guys are very different. She's a lovely girl. I love
Mhm.
when they say she a lovely girl, but you guys are different and you have to think about it." And it was so, because all the siblings are there, right? His
Yeah.
brother's there too. And I remember the sisters saying, like, "We are all in this
Yeah.
together, like, for life." Like,
Yeah.
so this is a decision that he's, yeah, not just making for himself, but his family. And you just
Right.
felt the responsibility and weight of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. And it's like we don't like family meddling in people's business, but I think what she was raising the concern around was like rooted in like very real thing like
Yeah.
I and a part of me, I felt like I'm like, I don't know if Catherine is like truly understanding the responsibility that Freddie has. Like, I get it. She has experience teaching people with disabilities,
Mhm.
people with Down syndrome, but I'm like, it's different to teach a classroom
Mhm.
versus living this every day. You know, like this, like his brother is his family's responsibility and his responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm like, these are very serious matters, and if she couldn't even get past a prenup conversation, like,
Woo.
you know,
Very
what
true.
is
I
w
wonder what that conversation ended on. We didn't see the outcome of that. So
right,
who compromised on what or didn't? It's so wild. But yeah, Freddie, he takes all this with him. He goes to the altar. Freddie says no, and he's loves her, but the time isn't right. Now, Catherine's friend was like, "Ooh, I can't wait. I can't believe he did it." She was like, I can't believe this. What?"
right.
And I'm like, Freddie, the thing is, Freddie never lied.
Uh-uh.
Freddie didn't even try to impress y'all as her friends. He laid all of this out. Why does no
Right.
one believe this Capricorn man?
I mean, I think because she's emotionally immature and her friends are in a similar place, right?
Yeah.
And like she, they were like kind of like going along with her and her bullshit
Mhm.
around like the bougie, but we're also trying to be like, but he seems like a beans on toast kind of, like
Mhm.
gently trying to show the mirror to her. And it's like,
Mhm.
this is real. Like this man seems to be very chill about his money, go
Mhm.
home, live his life, take care of his family. And you trying to be a Nobu and the hottest club.
After he tells her no, he goes in for a hug, and she said, "Don't
Don't
hug
hug
me."
me. But she said it in that way where she's, like, trying to keep a smile.
Yeah.
"Don't hug me."
She said, "Get the hell
Like,
away from me."
"Freddie, back away slowly and leave the room, please."
Yes,
Oh
and
my
he
god,
did.
he did, he was over in the corner crying, and she comes walking out of the room. Oh,
Uh-huh.
yikes.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Now his sister comes up. She's crying in his face. She's like, "Your words were beautiful, Freddie. You did." Yeah. She had tears of relief.
Ooh, she's like, "Thank God."
No.
Like
Woo!
ah.
Woo! And yeah, Catherine goes into a bedroom. Her friend tries to comfort her. Her friend still being pretty goofy because she's just like, "Yeah, I know you were really scared of rejection and everything, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the end. Pretty sure." And like, yeah, Freddie is still saying that he wants to date her and everything, but it's like,
Right. Do you know your friend?
do you know your friend?
There's no way.
The way she emotionally shut down, I was like, oh, she is getting into that mode of I am detached.
Right. I
I
am
am
completely detached.
detaching from the
Yeah.
situation because it's
Yeah.
so painful.
Right.
So, and she already took off the earrings and ring. She was like,
Who?
no, thank you.
Right.
No, thank you.
Yeah, she was not trying when he came and he went to sit down next to her, and then she, like, scooted, and I think he thought she was giving him space. I'm like, "No, babes." She was like, "Do not sit next to me."
Yeah, yeah. Get away from me.
Exactly.
He cannot understand. So, yeah, she cries. She cried to her friend saying that she was feeling embarrassed and stupid. Catherine says, she believes that he loves her. He's not in love with her.
And I don't think that's true.
I think it might be true. Low key.
I mean, it might be, but I think he's being very serious about the issue at hand, and it don't matter
Absolutely.
if he love her, in love with her, like, I think it's like I think the difference between, like, Tom and Maria and Catherine and Freddie is, like, Maria took it on the chin, and I think a part of it is, like, she could kinda see, like, we did not see eye to eye on this issue.
Hmm.
And she's like, I believe if we did see eye to eye, we would be married,
Yeah, she did
right?
say that.
But like Catherine couldn't even really grasp his reason for saying no. All she could hear was that he said no.
That middle part of the season where Freddie is like, I want a prenup, da da da
Yeah.
da. You can keep on trying to say that you're not a
Yeah.
bougie person, stuff like that, but you are. And
Right.
then after his sister got him together about her behavior towards him, because she
Right.
was like, oh, you play too much, Freddie. Da, da,
Right.
da, you have to stop doing this and this. Then he's like, you're mean. And then
Right.
that's, and I get it because Catherine at that point, I think she was like, I mean, I don't have to change, but I will. But I think she's also getting the sense of like, oh, this guy might not even like me. Cause like these are a lot of things now of like, you have to learn to be kind to this man. You guys have different lifestyles. He'll
Mhm.
tell anyone he's not really caring about impressing anyone. Like, I can see it that he does love her, but he's not in love with her.
Yeah, and I think on the flip side of that is, like, is she evaluating if she even likes him? Because 'Cause I'm
Yes.
like, you
Oh,
don't
yes.
like his humor, you don't like that he just be in the house,
Yes.
I'm just like, besides you thinking he's made by Jesus Christ himself, like
Because of the abs.
exactly, because the
That's all
cheese
she was
grater
talking
ab
about.
exactly, I'm like, he goes to the gym twice a day, he better, like, otherwise, what is he doing up in there, But I'm just like, uh is besides you being attracted to him, what do you actually like about this man? And I
I
don't think you
agree.
have that many things either, Catherine.
She
Like
liked that he liked her. If
exactly.
someone with that kind of wound of like
Yeah. Mhm.
abandonment or anything, you really do, I think, go towards the people who either are triggering the thing of I can't quite get them,
Yeah.
or yeah, this person's giving me everything that I want and desire. So it's weird. It's weird what trauma does to you because
Yeah.
trauma is like it's about keeping you safe,
Right.
but then it tells you really messed up stories to keep
Right.
you safe. It's like actually don't trust anyone because they will abandon you at some minute, and yet I want marriage. It's like
Right.
let's see how these two things come together.
Right. I want marriage, but I actually don't have the tools to truly evaluate what I like about another person
Mhm.
besides the validation and affirmation that they give me. Like,
Yes.
so real.
Whew. So, where do we end up with them? Freddie is sad. There was a big part of him considering yes after she said yes, but they need to work out on their differences. Catherine isn't sure if she wants to continue the relationship.
Yeah.
Have you seen any rumors or anything about these two?
I haven't seen anything.
I need you to hold on to your seat just a little bit. Because word on the street is that Catherine and Sam,
That's not surprising.
I know,
That's not surprising at all.
I know.
I'm like, "Oh, that makes way more sense."
Yeah, so that might be a everything. Those are two hurt people.
Yeah.
Yo. Hurt
Perfect.
people.
They're like
Not perfect.
it's oh no, horrible scenario, horrible setup. But of course,
Terrible.
they're definitely attracted to each other. Yeah.
Acquiring things. So we'll
Things.
see whether they're together or not at this reunion. I don't know. It's given out of spite, but we'll see. We'll
Oh, I'm
see.
sure. And he'll tell her whatever she wants to hear. No
Yeah.
matter how true it is, which is part of what she needs. She doesn't want to actually have real hard dialogue. She just wants to be told everything that she wants to hear. And he inevitably is going to break her heart and abandon her in some way. And she gets to relive this trauma narrative that she has. Or she'll get some sense and she'll leave him in the dust and see him
That's what
for
I'm
the major red
hoping.
flag that he is.
That's what I'm hoping. Because it's like, I don't know. I don't think Catherine's a bad person.
No, she's clearly very traumatized.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
just, I see that. I feel that. I don't know what Sam's deal is. I do not care. Was there a chaotic by moment?
Um, this isn't actually a bisexual well, no, it's just chaotic. I think it was, like, Nicole's mom's outfit for the wedding. Because honestly, it's something I would wear, but also I
Yeah.
feel like if I actually ever have kids, someone will help me be self-aware enough to be like, "Okay, bomb-ass outfit, not today. Different day."
I feel like I want to give Benaiah it just
Just Anaya.
he's so chaotic and such it was chaotic good. And then this man has a top bun on his wedding
Yes.
day and coattails.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like that was a chaotic bisexual outfit if I've ever seen.
Yes. Like,
Did you
in love.
catch? Did you catch when she was looking at the officiant and he just like took a peek at her and she
Uh,
didn't look back?
just
Beautiful black moment was split the difference because Demi
yes.
telling this man no and just knowing she's like, yeah, I love him, but I'm not a fool. How are you not going to talk to me before my wedding day? Are you wild? Are you good? No. I'm walking away looking stunning. And then Nicole, I mean, everything about her freaking wedding was so romantic because this man is so it level her. I love that he's just manifesting it so physically for her.
I
It's so
know.
good.
I think my beautiful black moment was just Demi with her dad. And he's like, it's so weird because you're my baby.
I
Like,
know.
oh,
And then they in the end they just sit in that car looking like twins.
I know.
She
And
just a light skinned version of him.
and he's like, "Are you good?" And she's like, "Yeah." Are you good? And I'm like, Demi, shut up. Only one of y'all just said no at the altar.
Right. But we'll have to see that man one more time for next week's reunion, which we will be back to discuss. I will see if I can get a guest for it.
Hmm.
We'll see. But this is it for this recap, unless there's something else you want to say, Quita. All right, Quita. Where can people follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at hello_Quita, where I be talking about social justice and pop culture. And I'll be dropping a podcast soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, called Grassroots University. So follow me to learn more.
Yes, yes. And I'm Nicole Weaver, your host. You can find my reporting covering reality TV with Collider below. Please follow Black by Reality across all socials. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like and let us know what you thought and what you're looking forward to with this reunion. Because again, we will be back to talk about that. And that's it, baddies. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.